Looking at number 9 on worksheet 1, it might be helpful to put a 1 there as that exponent, and then you can think, what are the exponents doing? 2 to the 1, 2 to the 1.5, 2 to the 2, 2 to the 2.5. So in some ways it's easier to fill in the, the blanks without even knowing if it's arithmetic or geometric. So that means we're adding a half, but adding a half to the exponent. So it's not arithmetic, because arithmetic would mean you're adding the same thing each time. But if you're adding to the exponent, that means you're really multiplying by something. Like 2 to the 1/2 would increase the exponent by 1/2 each time. Some strange looks. Yes, it's a strange look, or yes, you got it?
Yeah.
All of the above? 2 to the 1st times 2 to the 1/2. You'd keep the 2 and add the exponents, right? Keep the 2. 1 plus 1/2 would be 1.5, or 3/2. And that's where that would come from. And then if we multiplied 2 to the 3/2 times 2 to the 1/2, keep the 2, add the exponents. 3/2 plus 1/2 is 4/2, so that's 2. So you're multiplying by 2 to the 1/2 each time. So since you're multiplying each time, that makes it geometric, where r is equal to 2 to the 1/2. I guess it didn't ask for r, but which is the square root of 2 if you want to put it a different way. That was probably the hardest one of the first 9, I think. Other questions? Monica?
Number 7 not for like the numbers, but like geometric lines. It would be geometric, right?
Number 7?
Yeah.
So yeah, the numbers you can figure out, because especially if you think to look at the top and the bottom separately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. But there's nothing you could multiply by or add by to make that happen, right? Because you're not adding 1. I mean, you're adding 1 to the top and you're adding 2 to the bottom, but you're not adding 1/2, because that's not how adding fractions works. So it's not arithmetic. It's a neither. So it kind of feels arithmetic because you're adding each time, but because you're
geometric.
So geometric, what would you have to multiply by?
My thought process, the only way to change the bottom is by multiplying. So that was my
Okay, that's true. The only way to change the denominator is to multiply, but it wouldn't be the same multiply each time. So that was kind of the other tricky one. Other questions from that worksheet? I guess the second section there weren't any tricky ones, I don't think. Very straightforward. Again, if you're watching at home, all of the odd answers are posted in the main Unit 7 folder in Schoology, so you can get more answers to check.